EA Sports in the National Football League welcome you to Acrisure Stadium here in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. So what lies in store for these teams this season? The talking's done. We're about to find out. It's week 1, and off we go on EA Sports. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run. But the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us. And right now, this defense has no answers.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. It's a gain of 10 yards. Good for a Steeler first down.
2nd and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a first down.
And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35.
It's definitely nice to have one of those bruising, punishing backs kind of help wear down the defense. I'll tell you what, you can give me a flat-out electric runner like this guy any day of the week. He can turn on those jets, get in that high gear, and he is gone.
They'll stay on the ground. And he'll get forward for about a yard. That's Jermaine Johnson there on the stop. Here's 2nd and 9. Now this time they'll look to throw. That is hauled in at the 5. To the goal line and in. Touchdown Steelers. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10.
Here we go. Check, contact.
A run now for the young man from Colorado. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Let's go now.
Now Nick's going to look to throw. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
3rd and 5.
Trap 60, trap 60. Ready? Hut.
Here's Nix to throw. He'll let one go down the middle. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential, your ability to protect the ball and on defense, take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds.
On the ready. Ready. Cougar 19. Ready.
They'll begin here on the ground. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
This is already a little better than the first time they had the ball, Mike. Remember, opening possession, 3 and out. Showing some signs of life here now. Nice pick up there by the back to pick up the 1st down.
Hut, hut.
Right back to him on 1st down. Not much there. A yard or 2 down to the 48. The linebacker Jonathan Cooper on the tackle.
On the set.
Here's a 2nd and 9.
70 Timberwolf. Tag.
He'll look to throw. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. The next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
He's going to try it here again. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal.
Come on. Set.
Hill brought in motion. They run on the jet sweep. Down to the 4. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Go. Check go.
So 2nd down, and they'll run it. Third and goal.
Set. Ready.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend. So give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete. Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. To throw is Nix. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
I like the call. Using the screen as a drive starter to pick up a chunk play and get this offense into some rhythm. It's clear this offensive play caller anticipated the rush of the defense, and he was able to use it against them.
They'll go with a counter on first down. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Hey, check that. Street.
Play action now. It's Nix. To the left side, into the hands of Franklin. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. A gain there of 27 yards.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and that's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
We'll go play action with Nix. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter.
Let's go now.
So, first quarter in the books here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. 10-0 is our score. And we're back to the Steel City after this. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal.
Go.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to go backwards, taken down at the 6.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
2nd down. Nix. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball is out. And the defense has it. Any turnover down here hurts, Greg. These feel even worse because you have the reception. And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay. So this one is going to need a little closer look. So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Throwing here on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on 4th down? Did they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3?
Carlson's kick is good. And the Broncos are on the board. It's now 10-3.
You know, I think it's safe to say here, Mike, as this offense leaves the field, they wanted to stay out there and go for it. But I think in this case, the coach is playing the long game. He understands that these 3 points now can end up being very valuable as this game moves along.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Let's go. 70 range.
Drive will start on the ground. And he'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. They'll look to throw. He'll throw it left and has his running back.
All right, so there's really three areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number one, the traditional handoffs. Number two, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Here we go, set.
He'll drop to throw. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
Well, it's been pretty clear this offense has wanted to get this running back involved in the passing game here in the first half. And with the success they've found, I expect the rest of the game to go very similar.
Now a give on the ground. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
Ready, set. 19 tight. 19, go.
Now they'll set up to throw. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Go.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Oh, a dangerous throw there is intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Terrell Bernard.
So this was a great stress test for this defense, Mike. Everybody prepares to defend a quarterback from within the pocket. But how do you defend that quarterback when he breaks the pocket? In this case, watch everybody flow. Everybody stays with the play and maintains their assignment. They get rewarded for a chance at the interception, and he comes through with the pick.
It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime the team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll throw. It's Nix. On a blitz, overwhelming the offensive line, and down he goes.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
This one caught by the back out of the backfield. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Broncos cut the lead to 4. It's 10-6.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Viking 18. Ready.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He's going to air this one out. Looking for Hill. And he will take this one in. 70 yards. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. And how about that? His first career catch also becomes his first career NFL touchdown. Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers are able to extend the lead. It's now 17-6. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Nix, how to throw it here on first down. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. Sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Handoff here, up the middle, and he finds some daylight. Up past the 35-yard line, a pickup of 7.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to the Steel City after this. Third down, 3 to go.
Let's go. Go.
On the zone read, this is Nix. And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage. And it sets up fourth down.
Clearly, the play caller here is thinking that the defense is going to be completely zoned in on stopping the running back, thinking he can catch them off guard with the quarterback keep. The defense was prepared for both guys, and they now force fourth down.
And we won't see a return here. This is going to be marked down inside the 15. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Set. Mustang 19. Buffalo 18.
Hill brought in motion.
Check go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
They'll motion the tight end, Smith.
Ready.
Back to the air once more on second down. Open man is Smith. He's got him. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before third down.
Come on. Set. 70 Lion. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. And up.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Now he'll air one out. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
He's trying to set the tone here for the rest of the game and let this defense know there is not a blade of grass on this field that you don't have to defend, because he reared back and he let that one eat. And he's got to work a little bit on his touch, a little bit on his accuracy, but I don't think he needs to work on his arm strength.
This returnable from inside his own 40. Oh, how about that hit? Wow. He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one. On first down, here's Nix to throw. He'll get this out to his running back. And no chance to turn and go. That one's good for just a couple. On second down, it's Nix. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Throwing is Nix. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Peyton Wilson. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
Ready?
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Set. Ready? Ready?
Back to throw here to begin the drop. To the left side in the hands of Hill. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Here's a 2nd and 6.
Get it. Crack roll 80.
They'll motion the tight end, Smith.
Go.
They'll throw out of the gun. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
So after their defense gives them a gift on their last drive and gets them the ball back and on the field, they nearly return the favor following that dangerous throw of their own. And at this point, they're lucky to walk away with just an incompletion.
Set, go.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey,
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Brought down at the 21, a gain of 1. Now a timeout, Denver. That's their 2nd as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
let's go now. Set.
Now a 2nd down throw for Nix. He'll take a shot with Mims. And he's going to be taken down inside the 40-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they get the timeout. Anders Carlson here now to try the field goal. This will be from 56 yards away. That is not going to do it. Tried to bite off a lot with that one. It's no good. So we've reached halftime here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. As we get you to Orlando. Say hello to my old pal, Jonathan Coachman, with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. And no chance to return this one through the end zone. A first down throw for Nix. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Play action now. It's Nix. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Here now, 3rd and 5.
Let's go.
Now Nick's going to look to throw. Going up top. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Pretty unforgettable performance so far in the first half, Mike, and they're going to try to figure this out here in the second half and try to gain some momentum, figure out what's going to work, where are our matchups, and let's go try to put a drive together and get some points, because so far this has been a struggle, and they just cannot get anything going through the air.
On the ready. Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat.
Now a handoff, running right. And he finds some daylight. Up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7. Second down and 3.
Set. Go.
They'll stick with him again. It's a good pickup on second down, but there is a flag down, and this one might not stand up.
Here we go. Set. Check up.
He'll look to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Terrell Bernard.
You know, Mike, I like the mindset of this offensive coordinator. He's saying, listen, I'm not looking to preserve this lead. I'm looking to extend my lead. Now, that aggressive play calling in this case led to the turnover. Now your defense has to take the field. Can they bail you out and keep this lead unchanged prior to their next possession?
Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. But this is taken in by a teammate.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
To throw is Nix. And as he threw it, the pass is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
A tough spot here. Third and long.
Hey. Dragon 60.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. He'll get this complete to his man out of the backfield. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. Carlson's kick is good. And the Broncos are able to get it back within a score.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
Okay, ready? Set, ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Hup.
To the ground, a first down run. And he'll get about 5.
Set it. Ready?
On second down, they run the counter. And they take this up, working towards the first down mark. He gets 5, but is just a little short of the first down. You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll let the fullback try to push the pot. He will have a Steelers first down. They are able to move the sticks. It's a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
You know, Mike, in some ways, I liken fullbacks to kind of the modern-day tight end. They're the ones that are willing to do a little of the dirty work on most plays. So every once in a while, it is so good to see them rewarded and have a chance to be the guy who delivers and converts on 3rd down.
Just refusing to go down. He winds up with a gain of 7.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Ready?
Now this time they'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down. They'll look to throw. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You have to come down with those opportunities. You're not going to get your hands on the ball very often as a defensive player. And when you do, let alone in the end zone, those are plays you just have to make.
They'll go jet sweep and do it with Hill. And he will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. And what an opener it has been for this rookie. That's now his second touchdown here in week 1. Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers will extend this third quarter lead. Boswell now following the touchdown, back out to kick this one off. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Nix. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
When it starts bad, it has a funny way of ending up getting worse, and I don't think that could be any more true than it is right now. They're already down by multiple possessions, and after that start to this drive with the sack, they find themselves once again in a massive hole.
Second down, Nix. They'll look to set up the screen here. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9, and third down coming up. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, like living in these third and long situations. Must pass is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for fourth down. Nix gonna throw for it. This is caught. He's got a long way to go.
So the key to this play is when you're going to play pass coverage and you're going to drop in depth, you have to understand if the quarterback drops the ball off short, you need to rally tackle. You need to limit the run after the catch. Don't let that receiver pick up the first down. That's exactly what this defense was able to do in this situation. Tackle him short of the chains, force the turnover on downs.
give up the middle. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready?
2nd and a yard.
Here we go. Here we go. Go.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains.
Let's go now. Hey, check that. Street. Check go.
Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
18 Rattler.
They'll motion the tight end, Smith.
Ready?
Now they'll set up to throw. He'll run again.
The key to a good quarterback scramble, Mike, is knowing when it's time to go from a thrower to a runner. And that's exactly what we saw here. Doesn't get the first down, but he's able to pick up some really positive yards and then get out of bounds.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. Only need a yard, and it's 4th down.
Right there. Let's go.
They'll try to run. And he's going to have the Steelers' first down. Well, that was a tough couple of yards to pick up, but they convert on 4th and 1.
Little test of wills up front, huh, Mike? I mean, who wanted this one more? Who would get off the line quicker? Who would drive the other side backwards? Pretty impressive that not only are they the ones that won the battle, the defense knew what was coming and still couldn't stop it.
He's going nowhere. Going to lose yardage on that play.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
Here we go. Set.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
Panther 11.
Back to throw. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
This a must stop for this defense. Facing 3rd and long. To the right side here, pass is caught. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. So it'll bring up 4th down. Oh, looked like he mishit it. He missed that one from short range. No good. And this will stay a 2-possession game. 1st and 10. Here's Nix to throw. Oh, trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Back to throw is Nix. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. And the Steelers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. They'll begin here on the ground. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. They'll try the right side this time. And some good blocking at the point of attack. A pickup of 7, and it brings up 3rd down.
Here we go.
Now, faking the give. He's going to take a shot down the field. And that is incomplete.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often. And it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
So just under 2 minutes here in this one. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Here is 1st and 10.
Three. Let's go now.
He'll run. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. They'll come up now for 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. Towels waving, Steeler fans on their feet. It's 3rd down. They'll run here. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Nix. He finds Mims. It's complete. And he picks up the 1st down here. But hold on, will it stand? There's a flag on the field. The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. Go. They'll drop to throw, and this one is caught by Pierce. He's going to have a Broncos 1st down. It's a gain of 12 facing 4th down.
Some teams just have a stronger appetite for being willing to go for 4th down tries, even on their side of the field, Mike, and we're seeing it so much more often. The days of just punting the ball back and forth and saying, hey, we're going to play good defense. Remember, the better your defense, that doesn't mean you should punt. The better your defense, the more chances you should take on offense.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
Let's go.
Throwing, Nix. He'll go right and find his running back. A gain there of 10 yards. Good for a Denver 1st down.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
And that final throw here is intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. Late in the game, a big turnover goes back the other way. A back-breaking score.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, Mike, you're just trying to make something happen. You find yourself trailing, less than 2 minutes remain. You're just taking some chances. In this case, the chance...